Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, talking about the things they just revealed on the Expansive Worlds live stream today. The first one being a pretty major addition to the game. They have given us a free trophy lodge. Now this is going to be a very limited trophy lodge. You're only going to be able to place one of each of the base game animals in it, so one of every species on Hirschfelden, one of every species on Leighton, and that is what you will be able to place, as well as one mount that you can put kind of whatever you want on there. Now, there was a lot of mixed reactions to this free trophy lodge. I saw a lot of people in chat saying, why is it so limited? This sucks. The other half of the chat was like, why are you guys complaining? It's a free lodge. We've never had that before. Be happy. So there's definitely a lot of conflicting opinions throughout the community. And honestly, I kind of sit in the middle of those two opinions. I think it is a very good idea to do a free trophy lodge like this. And I definitely understand why it is so limited, given that both of the other lodges are paid lodges. So it would make sense that, of course, they're not going to make it as good as the two paid ones, or else that gives you absolutely no incentive to purchase those lodges. And this really goes for any DLC. Like, the DLC has to be better than what the game offers you, or else nobody would buy it. So that's kind of where they're going with that, I imagine. Now, just because I understand why they're doing this doesn't mean I necessarily fully agree with it. I do think that there should be more variety in this free trophy lodge, but I definitely think there is a way that they could do it to where it would work while also still giving incentive to purchase the other lodges. We all know that as a company, you're trying to get people to obviously spend money on the game so you can continue developing the game and also be able to pay all of your developers and stuff. So they need to make it so the other lodges are better than the free one. But there is one thing that I think could make this free lodge to the point where it would be good enough. I think they should add 15 mount slots that you can unlock in the trophy lodge. That way there is a little bit of something to work towards while also making it so there is more versatility. Currently, the free trophy lodge will only have mounts for the base game animals. So one of every animal on Hirsch and one of every animal on Leighton, like I mentioned earlier. But what if there was 15 other mounts that you could put whatever you want on, but they needed to be unlocked? So for example, maybe if you pay, let's say 50k cash or 100k cash in game, you can unlock 15 new mounts to put your trophies on. This is an idea that I think would really help make the lodge a bit more customizable, while also still not making it better than the others. And I do think this would be a really good middle ground to where you can still have a lot more freedom of what you want to place in your lodge, while, like I said, also making it so it doesn't make the other lodges obsolete. But leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of that. Let me know if maybe there's a different idea that you think would work. And yeah, of course, I'll be replying to comments. The next feature that Jaxie Beard showed off is arguably one of the biggest features to come to Call of the Wild in a very long time. We are finally getting loadouts, and we can save up to 10 of them. And as always, you guys will be seeing some footage of it in the backgrounds, but the loadouts do seem like they are going to work out pretty well, and I'm honestly impressed that they are fleshed out so much. We are so used to there being a lot of bugs with new features like this that it's really nice to see that it seems from what Jaxie showed off, the loadouts actually do look pretty fleshed out and polished. It seems all you gotta do really is select your loadout and then just change the items in your inventory and then click save and boom, there you go, you've saved a loadout. And then if you want to change it, just go to the loadout, add a couple more items and click save again and it will update the loadout. So that is honestly really nice. I think this is the best thing that they've showed off in this entire update. This is going to be a huge time saver whenever you're trying to change loadouts, whenever you bounce from map to map, and maybe you want to use something a little bit different. If you have a specific loadout that you always use when you go to a specific map, this is going to be a huge time saver. Okay, so I'm going to insert this right in the middle of the video just to make sure that you guys actually get to see it, because I didn't know this until after I'd already recorded the rest of this video, but there's a pretty massive change coming with this update, and this is something I have been requesting for over 2 years at this point. Apparently, they have made it so animals will arrive at their drink zones a little bit quicker. Jaxie Beard was talking about how they had changed it to where animals would get to their zones instantly a little bit over, I think it was like a year and a half ago. A lot of you may remember that time where you would switch the time and animals would be instantly there. Well, obviously, they kind of felt that that was a little bit too OP, so they toned it down a bit. But unfortunately, they toned it down too much to the point where Some animals, like the black bear, would take 3 hours to walk to their zones. Well, that apparently has been fixed a little bit. Now, Jaxie didn't elaborate too much on exactly how much it had been fixed, but we should see animals show up at their zones a little bit quicker now. And that is really amazing news. That is going to be such a nice quality of life change, because instead of just waiting hours for them to arrive or having to reset the time multiple times to get them to show up, they should be where they're supposed to when they're supposed to be there, which is honestly huge. Now that I've kind of told you guys all about that, let's get back into the rest of this video. Another couple things that they talked about that we will go over now is, one, they are going to fix the fur types for the Great One Moose. So you will no longer have broken Great One Moose in your lodge. It'll actually show the proper fur type, which is obviously a good thing. And then another thing that Jaxie talked about was that they are going to be implementing a change to the spook range. He didn't elaborate on it, but they are making new adjustments to the spook range, and I'm assuming it's going to be to reduce the range at which animals spook at. Which is really good, because the spook changes they made were not very well received amongst the community, and though I had kind of adapted to them at this point, I definitely preferred the old spook range, so let's hope that things pretty much go back to normal, or at least close to where they were. Also, I just wanted to, real quickly, before we end this video, give you guys a little bit of an announcement update as to when we're getting early access. We've kind of all known that we're going to get early access because Jaxie Beard ended up accidentally saying it on stream a few weeks ago. But yes, we will be getting early access. They are going to do a content creator early access once again. This one is going to start on the 10th. So the 10th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when you guys will see the first video relating to this brand new update and our first look at everything that it includes. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the free trophy lodge, as well as the loadouts and some of the minor tweaks that we just talked about. Obviously, this is not everything included. I am making this video about 20 minutes before the stream has ended, so I very well could miss a few things. If I do miss a few things, I will update you guys in another video. But let me know what you thought of this one. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, as we post updates like this all the time here, as well as normal content on different grinds and trophies. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.